What's up, everybody? I don't know how good this is sounding with the wind. This is really kind of just a test video for a number of things. The most exciting test this is I'm using an external mic. They have a like a wind cover or whatever on it, but I don't know how good this is sounding. Another kind of exciting thing that I'm testing out right now is I got this when we were in Florida. I found this seat at a Goodwill. I have that motherfucker strapped on right now, so it's kind of sick. And then besides that, I have my like my bike back. This is the first time I was able to put it all together since we got back from Florida. Kind of a fucked up story. So we get to the house that we're staying at or whatever, and I'm riding my bike, like taking suitcases and shit back and forth from the clubhouse area to the house because we didn't have a car, and I'm a bad motherfucker. And not thinking, I put the bike bag in this little like patio storage looking thing, thinking nothing of it, thinking that it was really just a patio storage looking thing. So like vacation goes by, of course the fucking bike bag isn't still in the patio fucking thing where I put it. So I'm like, somebody just put it in the garage, like whatever. Then my mom's like, Isaiah, where's your bike bag? And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I figured you just threw it in the garage. I was like, it's in the garage. She's like, oh, who put it in there? And I was like, you guys will be fucking me right now. So I go in the garage, and of course it's not in there. So then I'm like, what the fuck happened with this thing? She's like, where'd you put it when you got here? I was like, in that patio storage thing. She's like, that's the dumpster. So yeah, I fucking threw my goddamn bike bag in the garbage. Then we literally have 2 days left in Florida at this point, and we have to get it back, my bike, back to Illinois. So like, we're calling all these places, trying to find bike bags. Of course, nowhere has them. And then she calls this bike shop. I wish I remember what it was called. She calls this bike shop. Oh, it was like Beach Bum Cycles or something. She calls them, like, we need a box. My son has this like road bike, whatever. The garbage people accidentally took the bag. Do you have any like empty boxes? We have to fly back to Chicago in like a day and a half. The guy's like, oh well, I don't know what a 55 centimeter road bike is, but you can bring it in, we can find you a box. So I was like, how the fuck you work at a bike shop, like, you don't know what that is? Like, it's a pretty standard, I don't fucking know, measurement, I guess. So we're at Cocoa Beach, and the bike shop is like 3 miles away. And everybody was at the beach, whatever. And we're like, okay, we're gonna go pick up this box. Like, okay, do you want us to call you an Uber? Like, no, it's not that far. It's only like 2.5, 3 miles, whatever. We'll be fine. So we start walking to this fucking bike shop. And it's like, compared to being home, like 80, 85 degrees is pretty fucking hot. So we're walking, and it's just going by so slow. And eventually we get there, and we're just like so like worn out and fucking tired from walking for a fucking hour. And we're like, yeah, we need a box. He's like, how big is your bike? And I told him, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, this isn't even a fucking like real bike shop. They sold only e-bikes. So it's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Either way, we fucking get one of these bike bags or bike boxes, and we actually do call an Uber for the fucking way back because it was ridiculous to walk there. We get in, he's like, so what are you doing with this box? And I was like, well, I fucking threw away my bike bag and we have to fly back to Illinois, whatever. And he's like, oh my. He drops us off. He's like, good luck. Like, thanks, dude. Like, have fun watching the fucking NASA, I don't know what the fuck it's called, a liftoff. Definitely not called a liftoff. I don't know what the fuck it was called. We walk to the beach with this big ass box. And like, okay, we're gonna leave pretty soon. I was like, are you kidding me? We just fucking grinded so hard to go find this box, and we're leaving now. But we ended up staying for a little while longer. So we recuperate a little bit, get back home. I think I probably went for maybe like 1 or 2 more rides. And then we packed the bike up and we're going to the airport the next morning. And we get in there, and immediately this fucking lady's like, go over there, da, 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 to me with this fucking box. And I'm like, it is not the fucking time to be fucking playing these games with me. It's like 4:30 in the morning. Hop off, lady. So I get in line where she told me to, and they tell me, oh, what are you doing over here? Go back over there. So I go back to the fucking original place I was at. She's like, I told you to go here. I'm like, yeah, and they fucking told me to come back here. Either way, it turns out I didn't go to the right place in the first place. Fucking imagine that. So I do go to the I don't know, like the oversized bag check-in or whatever it's called. And the guy's like, yeah, this is, I think it was like the length, width, and height had to be less than 80 inches or something like that. And it was like 100. He's like, yeah, this is 20 inches over our limit. We can't take it. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what do you mean you can't take it? We just looked it up on the website. Like, they said, da-da-da, if it's this big, you can go in cargo. Like, yeah, no, that's not how it works. Long story short, I guess, he's like, well, we could reschedule your flight and then you can find somebody to pick it up, so you're not leaving your bike here. So we're with 12 people in total. So obviously there's not gonna be space on a plane for 12 more people, and nobody else wanted to do that shit just for my bike. So I was like, well, what if just me and Jasmine's flight gets rescheduled? She's like, whatever, okay, you better figure it out, da-da-da. Like, okay. So they rescheduled our flight, and this was our schedule. We go from Florida to Nashville, straight from Nashville. That plane leaves for Dallas, and then there was like an hour and a half layover in Dallas, and then we fly into Chicago. So I was like, oh wow, like, this will make a cool video, like maybe this isn't so bad after all. I thought I knew some people that lived in Florida, or knew people that lived in Florida, whatever. So they leave, they're like, okay, bye, like check your phone or whatever. Like, all right, sick. So we are, like, I'm calling every contact in my phone. It's like only still 6 a.m. at this point. Nobody's answering. Jasmine's calling, texting all these people. Nobody knows anybody that can help us. So I'm like, what the fuck? So the time just keeps on getting closer and closer till the time that we have to leave. And I think our plane left at like maybe 9:30 from Florida, and the plane left from 9:30 at Florida. The plane was leaving at 9:30, and it was like 8:30. So we needed to be like heading that way at like 9 at least. So Jasmine's like, just start asking people if they can take it and they'll ship it, like we have no other choice. I was like, yeah, we don't have any other choice. So I'm asking people. Nobody's responding at all. And then this Mexican lady comes up. She drops these ladies off at the airport, and she has like her grandson or something with her, and I don't know Spanish, so I can't really talk to her, but Jasmine does. So she asked her, like, hey, like, we have this bike, it can't be taken on the plane. All you gotta do is take it back to your house and ship it in the mail, like it's already paid for. Like literally all you have to do is put the sticker on the box and set it on your doorstep. She's like, oh, I guess we can do that, but you have to prove to me that it's a bike. I'm like, what? What do you think I have in this big ass box? So like I'm trying to like shine my light in these like little holes on the side of the box, showing this lady that it's a bike, and then eventually her grandson like confirms that it's a bike. I'm like, okay, whatever, here we fucking go. Like, hope we get the fucking bike back. We head back to the like through like security and all that shit, and the lady took the bike with her. So then the flight to Nashville was fine, the flight to Dallas was fine, and then from Dallas to O'Hare, we're getting close, and he's like, well, all the ramps have ice on them, and the city is like plowing or shoveling or whatever I don't know, wherever the taxis go. So we're gonna fly circles around the airport for a while. I think he said like maybe like 10 minutes, 40 minutes or something. And then we'll land when they're all done doing whatever. So it's like, wow, this fucking sucks, but it doesn't suck that bad. We ended up flying around the airport for like an hour and a half, just circles around the airport, because they were doing whatever for the fucking taxis. I was like, Oh, are you kidding me? This is so ass cheeks. We land, whatever. I don't even know what time of day it was at this point. But we get there and we call the guy that was supposed to be picking us up in his car. And of course we go to the wrong gate. We end up finding him. Get home fine. Go to sleep, whatever. Then the next day, I filled out all the information for shipping the bike from this lady's house back to our house. And like I'm asking her if she can, I was asking her something like, hey, I have it all done. I need an email so I can email you the shipping label. And she doesn't answer for 8 hours. So at this point I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I have $1,000 in this bike, like. So I tell my mom, and I didn't tell her before that we just gave the bike away to some random lady we seen, and just hoping that she would not screw us over. She's like, well, I'm gonna call the police, like, da-da-da. Like, you tell her this and that. And I was like, oh, because I obviously didn't want to get the lady in trouble at all. Like, I just want my fucking bike. So I tell her, I'm like, I'm not trying to be however, but like, if you're not gonna answer or ship the bike back, like, I am gonna contact the police. She still doesn't answer for a while. And then she does answer. She's like blowing up my phone. She's like, how dare you be so disrespectful to me? I was taking a chance and taking your bike and trying to help you, and now you're gonna call the cops on me? Like, this is so disrespectful. Like, you're so ungrateful, this and that. And I was like, I'm sorry that it came off that way, lady, but I contacted you and you didn't answer me for 8 hours. Like, there's a lot of different ways this could have went. And besides that, like, it's not like a fucking SWAT team was coming to her house at all. So she ends up calling me, and I'm telling her, like, yeah, all I need is an email so I can get you this. She doesn't understand, like, I don't know if she didn't understand, like, that she needed to put the shipping label on there, or she was upset. Either way, she gives it to this other lady there, and she's like, okay, we can do that. I'll let you know. It's like, okay, sick. So they end up getting it, and the lady starts texting me again, all this shit, like, I can't believe you, blah blah blah. And I'm like, whatever. Put the bike on your porch and you don't have any problems at all anymore. So she sends me a picture of the what is it called, the UPS guy taking the box. It was kind of funny. And then after that, I was just waiting for the bike to come in. So it was probably like 7-10 days. I don't remember exactly though. I'm waiting. Not really getting any shipping updates or whatever. And then finally this big ass box shows up on our doorstep, and like, it's all like mutilated and all fucked up from being shipped. And besides just like the shipping and handling that like roughed the box up, we were trying to resize it before we left at the airport, like as like a last chance thing, see if we can get it to fit. And we got it to the point where it was just 10 inches in total over the limit. So the box was jank as fuck. like the bottom of the box was open, and like one of the skewers to put the like the fast, I don't even know what it's called, fast tighten, whatever the fuck it's called, to tighten, but to put the fucking wheel on, was sticking out of one of the holes in the box. And I was like, oh, like whatever, not thinking too much of it. I was just happy to have my bike back. And then I take everything out, like I'm looking at everything, and the only damage to the bike was I have a little bit of paint chipped off on the frame, and then the skewer that was sticking out of the box was totally fucking bent. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, at least like that's all that it was. I didn't realize like that the skewer like wasn't attached to the I don't know what it would be called, like maybe the hub or whatever. So I was kind of like, what the fuck, like it's gonna be super expensive, I probably have to get a whole new wheel. But no, ended up being, oh shit, no dogs, no, stay. So clutch ended up being only $11 to fix, and I think it was like 100, 110 to ship it back. So relative to fucking spending $1,000 on a fucking new bike, everything turned out very awesome. And here I am now, the first ride back on the bike since being in Florida. I was trying to make that a video, but it took me a while to figure out like GoPro settings and I don't know, I guess how to not have your video look fucked when it gets rendered. But yeah, that's kind of the story of almost being stuck in Kissimmee, or my bike being stuck in Kissimmee, I guess.